Dear students, welcome to Economics Unit number 1 Development. In this video, let us discuss about the answers for the questions which are given in 10th standard social science textbook. These questions are given in page number 144 of social science part 1. After watching this video, click below and you will get the descriptions of previous chapters. Come, let's start. Fill in the blanks with suitable answers. Economic development is a dash. Economic development is a process. The value of goods and services produced in a year is called as dash. The value of goods and service produced in a year is called as national income. Third one, in an underdeveloped country, basically the dash is lower. In an underdeveloped country, basically the per capita income is lower. Fourth one, human development indicates expansion of dash. Human development indicates expansion of human welfare. Question number 5. The dash is responsible for publishing global human development reports. The UNDP or the United Nations Development Programme is responsible for publishing global human development reports. Sixth one, India ranked dash in HDI in 2014. India ranked 135 in HDI in 2014. Seventh one, sex ratio was dash in India in 2011. Sex ratio was 9:45 in India in 2011. Let's move to second main. Answer the following questions in 5 to 6 sentences each. First question, define development and explain the process of development. The progress in a particular field or a segment of people is called development. The term process here refers to the operation of the forces that bring about changes in supply of factors of production and in the structure of demand for the products. Changes in factor supply take place due to discovery of additional resources, education and skill development, capital accumulation, population growth, adoption of better techniques of production, etc. Demand for product changes due to change in size and composition of population, level and distribution of income, tastes, etc. These changes contribute to an increase in national income. These are all about the development and the process of development. Let's move to second question. What do you mean by underdevelopment? What are its causes? Underdevelopment means a backward and stagnant situation where levels of living of people are low due to lower level of per capita income and lower productivity levels and high population growth. Causes for underdevelopment: low production, low income, lack of basic necessities, illiteracy, superstition, lack of health and hygiene, and lack of civic amenities. These are all the causes for underdevelopment. third question, what is HDI? How is it calculated? Human Development Index or HDI is the average of the expected life expectancy, educational attainment and per capita income of a country's people. Health is measured in terms of life expectancy, education is measured in terms of literacy attainments and purchasing power through per capita income. Life expectancy is measured in terms of availability of nutritious food, excellent health and hygiene facilities, clean environment, etc. The educational achievement of a country is measured on the basis of the average period of schooling completed by individuals above 25 years and the expected period of school education that the children of 5 years might receive in their lifetime. In this way, HDI is calculated. Let's move to fourth question. Examine the causes for low HDI of India. The causes for low HDI of India are poverty, unemployment, low per capita income, lack of basic amenities, economic inequality, backwardness in agriculture. These are all the causes for low HDI of India. Let's move to question number 5. How to achieve gender equality? Gender equality can be achieved through these measures: enforcement of laws, enforcement of equal pay, providing proper education, making reservations in various fields, conducting empowerment programs. Sixth and the last question, women self-help groups are supportive to women empowerment. Justify. They help to share meager resources, they help to obtain external support, they help to undertake business jointly, they help to earn more income. They help to get training in managing accounts, handling bank transactions. They help to get skills to take up remunerative income generating activities. They have been instrumental in helping women to earn, save and spend at their willingness. They help to increase the dignity and autonomy of women. In this way, women self-help groups are supportive to women empowerment.